Today, Life Must Change Rohan was an ordinary boy whose life could be summed up in a single word: failure. He had faced defeat everywhere: school exams, job interviews, and even in his personal life. It felt like he was constantly losing. One day, as he sat alone reflecting on his life, he noticed an elderly man who came and sat beside him. The elderly man saw that Rohan was sad and asked, "Son, why do you look so down?" Rohan, with a regretful voice, said, "No matter how hard I try, all I face is failure. Maybe my fate is just bad." The elderly man smiled and said, "Son, success only comes to those who don't give up. Your life will not change until you decide to change it yourself. Every failure is a new lesson. Just because you fall doesn't mean you can't walk again." A new light sparked within Rohan. He decided that from this day onward, his life would change. He adopted new methods, started learning new skills, and within a few months, he was on the path to success. Once, a young man went to a guru and said, "I want to be successful." The guru took him to a river and, without any warning, dunked his head underwater. The young man began to struggle for air and fought with all his strength to break free. After a while, the guru let him out. When the young man emerged, he took a deep breath. The guru asked, "When you were underwater, what did you want the most?" The young man replied, "Air." The guru said, "Just as you needed air to breathe, if you desire success with the same passion, nothing can stop you." From that day, the young man worked tirelessly, and one day, the world recognized him as a successful person. A small ant was climbing a wall. Every time it fell, it got up and tried again. People laughed at it, but the ant never gave up. Eventually, it succeeded. An elderly man who was watching said, "Life is the same. Falling doesn't mean defeat. It means getting up and trying again. The one who keeps trying will eventually succeed." One day, a small pigeon was trying to fly out of its nest. Every time it flapped its wings, it fell. Its brothers and sisters laughed at it, but the mother said, "As long as you keep falling, you will keep learning." The pigeon kept trying every day, and one day, it began to soar. This story teaches us that if we don't lose hope, success will eventually come. A lion cub got lost in the jungle. It asked the animals, "How can I survive?" A wolf said, "Be afraid and hide." But an old elephant said, "You are the king of the jungle. Don't be afraid. Recognize your power." As the lion cub grew, it learned that fear is just a thought. With courage, anyone can achieve victory. One day, a rabbit and a tortoise decided to race. The rabbit was fast and thought it could never lose. It fell asleep midway, while the tortoise continued slowly but steadily. In the end, the tortoise won. This story teaches us that consistency and hard work are more important than speed. One man looked at a glass with half water and said, "It's half empty." Another man said, "It's half full." A third person, watching, said, "I can drink the water from this glass and quench my thirst." Life is the same. Those who see only failure will find only failure. Those who see opportunities will find success, and those who take action will accomplish something in life. When Thomas Edison tried to invent the light bulb for the first time, he failed 1,000 times. People mocked him and called him a failure. But Edison smiled and replied, "I've learned 1,000 ways that don't work." His perseverance and hard work resulted in a world that is now lit up because of him. This lesson teaches us that failure is just the reason to rise again. The life of KFC founder Colonel Sanders was filled with failure. When he first pitched his fried chicken idea, it was rejected 1,009 times. But he never gave up. Finally, on the 1,010th attempt, a restaurant accepted his idea, and today, KFC is famous worldwide. Michael Jordan is often regarded as the greatest basketball player in history, but his journey was far from easy. When he was in high school, he was cut from his varsity basketball team. The coach didn't think he had enough skill to make it. This was a devastating blow to Michael, but he didn't let it define him. Instead of quitting, he worked harder than ever before. Jordan spent hours in the gym, refining his skills, improving his shooting, and becoming stronger. He would practice long after everyone else had gone home. His passion for basketball grew with every setback, and his love for the game never faded. Eventually, his dedication paid off. Not only did he make it to the NBA, but he went on to become one of the most famous athletes of all time, winning 6 NBA championships, earning 5 MVP awards, and being inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Jordan's story teaches us that failure is not the end. It's just a lesson. It's not about how many times you fall, but about how many times you get up and keep going. His success came not from talent alone, but from a relentless drive to improve, learn, and overcome obstacles. The next time you face rejection or failure, remember Michael Jordan. Don't let those setbacks define you. Let them be the fuel that drives you to become your best self. Once upon a time, there was a man who discovered a cocoon of a butterfly. One day, he saw a small hole in the cocoon, and the butterfly was struggling to break free. Feeling sorry for the little creature, the man decided to help. He took a pair of scissors and carefully cut the cocoon open, allowing the butterfly to emerge easily. To his surprise, the butterfly was weak and unable to fly. It struggled and struggled, but its wings remained small and fragile. The man, puzzled, watched the butterfly struggle and realized that by helping, he had robbed the butterfly of its natural process. You see, the struggle to break free from the cocoon is what forces the fluid into the wings, allowing them to grow strong enough for the butterfly to fly. The lesson from this story is profound. Life's struggles and challenges are not obstacles meant to break us. They are opportunities to grow, to build strength, and to become the person we are meant to be. If we are constantly protected from struggles, we may never learn how to truly soar. Just like the butterfly, we must go through hardships to develop resilience and strength. It's in the struggles that we find our true power and potential. Life may test us, but it is in these very challenges that we grow and transform into something beautiful and strong. These stories emphasize persistence, the value of struggle, and how embracing adversity can lead to extraordinary growth. They should resonate deeply with anyone going through tough times or those who need a reminder that success often comes after a long, hard journey. Both of these stories, Michael Jordan's relentless pursuit of greatness despite rejection, and the butterfly's transformation through struggle, carry a powerful message that transcends individual challenges. The ultimate result of each story is this: growth comes through struggle. Success is not defined by the absence of failure or adversity. In fact, it is often the struggle itself that shapes us into who we are meant to become. Just like Michael Jordan didn't give up after being rejected, and the butterfly didn't take shortcuts in its transformation, we must embrace the struggles we face. These challenges are not obstacles to avoid, but essential parts of our journey that build our strength, our character, and our ability to rise above the limitations we think we have.